Morning guys, Dom Hills PT here. First vlog I'm going to be doing for you guys. So it's kind of a day in the life of Dom Hills PT. It is 20 past 6 in the morning. Using the new Joby grip tight, so going to be getting used to that. Off to work and got clients this morning, 2 sets of clients, and then I'm going to be doing a pull day, so I'm going to get some of the action on there for you. Pretty much, yeah, just a day in my life. First one I've done, so bear with me if it's not as good as some you may have seen before. Bear with me if I look absolutely knackered, because getting up at 5:30 in the morning, not the nicest thing, but I love the job I do, so I do it, and I would rather do that than lay in bed and not do anything really. Yeah, so today, like I say, today's going to be a pull session. We are focusing on push-pull lower body splits. It's one of my favourite kind of types of workout. Really enjoy it because obviously then I'm a massive fan of frequency training. It works really well for me. And you can train 3 times a week, and sorry, you can train 4 times a week. And just do a push-pull lower split, and you're still training the muscle more than once a week. So, if you're a beginner, intermediate, or just trying to put on some good solid mass, it's a good thing. So, give it a go, see what happens, see what you think. Obviously, you can try some of my workouts when I get some more of the vlogs up. Where else, or what else have I? Oh, weekend. So obviously hoping you guys had a good weekend. Over the weekend I went to the Broads with the missus and her family. It was her mum's birthday, so that was cool. We got a boat out on the Broads for 2 hours, and yeah, we just pretty much went down there. Those guys had a load of picnic food, which was pretty killer for me, and then I was eating salad out of a Tupperware and some other bits and bobs, so I wasn't indulging too much like they were. And yeah, it's pretty much how the weekend went. So what I will do, I'm going to be getting into work in a minute. I will leave you now, and then I will catch you in a bit, guys, when I get into the gym. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so first exercise here. I started my workout with 3 sets of 8 on pull-ups, using straps just to aid with my grip, just to make sure that my hands weren't slipping. It was quite hot in the gym today. As you can see, there is no aircon. So 3 sets of 8 on pull-ups, really trying to squeeze that back right at the top as my first exercise. Next up, TBar Rose, again 3 sets of 10. This is the last set, so it's 70 kilos on there. Form was a little bit loose, but still focusing on trying to get that big squeeze and get those elbows really squeezing behind me, and a nice big stretch at the bottom. Using a belt there just for my back, as it was starting to fatigue at this stage. Next up, wide grip seated row. I find going wider after I've done T-bars is great, so I get more of the outer back, and also my rear delts come into play here. 3 sets of 10 to 12 here on this, really just focusing on a nice big squeeze and holding it for a second at the back, really bringing that back on the, like I say, developing the thickness by adding different variations of rows is what I'm trying to do here. Cool, next up, YTWL. So I've done a video on these before. So the first one is a Y, so it's a down and back with the scapula and then making the hands into a Y shape, as you can see. Really good for the upper back and traps. So making sure you get that squeeze before you do the movement going into a Y shape. 3 sets of 8 on each exercise here. So next one is T's, also reverse flies. The idea here is really pushing the shoulders forward and keeping the arms as straight as possible, really focusing on just trying to keep the tension on those rear delts to really bring those out, to really give you that full cap delt look that a lot of guys are missing nowadays due to not doing enough rear delt work. Third is a W, so as you can see at the peak contraction at the top there, it's now a focus on the shoulder blade squeeze. Really just bringing it back, squeezing hard and keeping the range of motion, not fully bring the dumbbells together so we keep tension on the muscle. And the final exercise on this YTWL is the L, so that is a row up. We do an external rotation and then we go back down to the bottom. Real big focus on the squeeze of the shoulder blades and then really holding that squeeze whilst we do the external rotation. Really, really good here for the upper back. On to biceps. So I started with more of a squeezing exercise, so chest supported curls, palms facing up, so a supinated grip, nice big squeeze at the top and then just stretching the triceps out or squeezing the triceps at the bottom to get a full stretch on the bicep head. I find these are really good for the inner head of the bicep, and it's really, really hard to cheat on these because the form is quite strict. 3 sets of 10 on these, guys. So guys, last exercise here, incline hammer curls. So 3 sets of 10 to 12 here, really focusing on a nice big stretch of the bicep at the bottom and then a nice big squeeze at the top. Really, really good here for adding some thickness to the biceps after you've done, you know, that squeezing exercise. I really find that a stretching exercise like this really helps as well. Putting my feet up here just to ease any tension off my lower back, I find this helps to remove any arch. But 3 sets of 10 to 12 just to finish the biceps off, and that was the last exercise in my pull day. Hey guys, so we've just finished our pull session and I've finished with clients for the morning and we are heading home now. I've just had my Kinetica whey protein shake, so probably have something to eat in about an hour's time. As you can see, the session was trying to go as heavy as I could. Currently my focus on pull sessions is developing thickness in the back and sort of my upper back. I think that was my weakness when I did my shows last year. So kind of the off-season period for me is focusing on those weaknesses and, you know, trying to lift as heavy as I can, you know, with good form. A little bit of loose form on some of the exercises, you know, TBar Rose especially, but still focusing on getting that squeeze and that stretch and that contraction, obviously, when I'm doing them. So give the workout a go. See what you think. If there's anything you like, you know, you don't have to try the full workout. You can take snippets of it and put it into your own workout. And, you know, until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you now and I'm going to head home and get something to eat. So Dom Hills PT, peace out.